Commander Lippold, what do you make of this from a command perspective?
Well, from a command perspective, this type of action isn't tolerated. I mean, quite frankly, Anderson, leadership starts at the top. And there was a shortfall here with Captain Honor, but I don't know what the circumstances are. The Navy clearly adjusted course for a reason. If true that he was relieved of command this evening, it would be unfortunate. The investigation hasn't come to a conclusion yet, and I think we'll need to wait and see what happened. I think this is part of the evolving attitude that the Navy and all the services, quite frankly, are going to have to deal with. The Navy went through a troublesome time with tailhook and came out much stronger and better because of it. Hopefully this won't be the tip of the iceberg, but rather will be an isolated event in dealing with the issues we're going to face as Don't Ask, Don't Tell comes into the services.
You're referencing some news reports that said he may have been temporarily relieved of his command today. We have not been able to confirm that, so we're not reporting that.
I think when you look at Captain Honors, what has to happen at this point is the investigation should be allowed to run its course, not only with him, but also with the senior officers that were in command of the ship, the admiral and his staff above him that clearly probably knew this was going on, and other admirals. The question that also needs to be asked is, why now? Why 3 to 4 years later did this suddenly pop up and become an issue? Even if the command had disregarded complaints about those videos, there are still avenues available within the Navy for sailors or officers to make complaints to register their dissatisfaction in how this was portrayed and how these movies came about. Yet none of those apparently were taken, and if they were, then the Navy has a larger issue on hand. I think, quite frankly, that it's going to be a very isolated incident in this case.
It's interesting.